Let's listen to Buddha's life-changing message for us today. If you want to fly, give up everything that weighs you down. And how profound, right? All of us want to improve. All of us want to fly, so to speak. So how do we get there? How do we get to the point where we're living our dreams, where we're using our imagination and we're happy being who we are, because we're always questioning ourselves and we're always looking for more. And how do we get there? How do we do that? So that's what we're going to talk about today. Buddha's message: if you want to fly, give up everything that weighs you down. I'm sure we could reflect on this as give up everything physical that you own. You know, if you want to live a simple life, give up materiality. But I'm not sure that's really where we need to go with this. What really weighs us down are certain emotions in our life, certain feelings about who we are. And we need to learn to control some of these issues that we have so that we can fly. We can be free to do what we want to do and be who we want to be. So I've come up with a small list of what probably weighs you down, because these all weigh me down at some point in my life. Good things to consider, good things to stop and wonder: are these things holding me down? What's holding me back from progressing in my martial art? What's holding me down from improving in my profession? What's holding me down from being the parent I want to be? What's holding me down from being a positive person? And I think we can attack it from a few different levels. And I have a little list here, as I mentioned, of what might be holding you down. So our message from Buddha is: if you want to fly, give up everything that weighs you down. And what I'm going to talk about today are some of the things that we can improve that probably hold us down. And here's the list, and then I'll go through it, kind of briefly touch on each little topic, and maybe it can help you improve, and maybe it can help you fly in your life. The list that I have here, and you may have your own list after you listen to this about what is maybe weighing you down. I have fear, lack of confidence, stress, worry, lack of knowledge, and negativity. That kind of popped up in my mind. So maybe that's my personal list, and you need to maybe consider what your personal list is. But each of these things have negative components that inhibit us from moving forward in certain goals and keep us from being the person that we want to be. The first is fear. And I've had several fears in my life. I don't know about you. I used to have a really bad fear of public speaking. I had a fear of elevators, and I had a fear of flying in airplanes. And all of those fears, now looking back, held me back from being the person I truly want to be. So the fear of public speaking, I always had a message. I've always been the same person I am today that wanted to inspire people, but my fear of public speaking used to get in the way. So I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't speak in public at all. And if called on, say in a class or something, I used to dread it. I hated it so much. And then I thought, well, if this is such a fear, maybe I need to do something about it. And I began practicing in my car, talking about topics just off the fly, picking things as I was driving. I eventually joined Toastmasters, which I'm still a part of. During this COVID time, it's been difficult. But the thing about fear is that you have to learn a way to overcome it. You have to learn a way to practice that which scares you the most so that you can become more proficient in it and feel better about it. And now I'm not afraid to talk in public. I'm not afraid to hop on live at any given time to talk about any topic, to answer any questions, because I've improved what I call the second phase of this, which was lack of confidence. Martial arts gave me a huge confidence boost in who I am, to know that I'm capable of so much more than I realize. That's a phrase I use a lot, and I think that most martial artists find that in a martial art practice, they learn so much more about themselves and suddenly realize that they're powerful, that they have a voice, that they have sensibility, that they have the ability to improve and even excel. And so find a way to practice that which gives you confidence. Maybe it's being around the people that you love. Maybe it's around watching YouTube videos about people who inspire you, or listening to just a positive chat. The thing is, we have to do what we can to improve it. It's all about improving who you are. And, if you want a way to do that, I think martial arts is a good tool for that. Stress and worry. We are in 2020. I don't know what this year is going to be remembered as, but it's probably the most stressful and worrisome year that most of us have had in our entire lives based on world circumstances. So the thing about stress and worry is you can't control other people, you can't control other circumstances. You need to look within, and this is a great time to start meditating or praying or practicing your martial arts. It's a good time to find the hobbies that you've always wanted to do and do them from home. You have to find the way to alleviate some of the stress and worry so that you can stay healthy mentally and physically. Stress and worry, they attack you from so many directions. They bring you down, they bring negativity to your life, they bring illness to your body. So it's so important. Find something that's relaxing. Find something that you enjoy to do. And I enjoy writing, so I do that a lot of times. I'm back in my practice of Tai Chi with Herman Garcia. And that gives me that hope. That gives me that sense of purpose and relief in my life from stress and worry. So if something weighs you down, it's probably stress and worry. The thing that probably holds you down on occasion is lack of knowledge. We don't often want to try new things. We don't want to expand our wings or fly when we don't understand something or we don't know what to do. So the best thing that we can do for lack of knowledge is to gain knowledge. I went for my master's degree like a year and a half ago because I felt like I needed additional knowledge in my professional life, something bigger and something more that I could relate to and really have some expertise in. So the same goes for anything though. Lack of knowledge about starting a martial art. One of the reasons most people don't want to begin a martial art is because they don't know what to expect. They have a lack of knowledge of what a martial art practice is. There are definitely misconceptions out there that martial arts are about fighting or they're aggressive, or that if you teach children martial arts, they're going to want to fight. So there's a lot of misconceptions, and women have a lot of misconceptions going into it. So the thing is, we really need to not just make decisions on what we think something is or on our own opinions, but research it, find out more about it, and become knowledgeable. That will help you overcome some of what weighs you down and doesn't let you fly in your life. And finally, of course, is negativity. Negativity is a big one. It covers so many aspects. In fact, it probably touches on all of the things that I talked about today. Try to find that way to break through the negative thoughts. Even when life is going to pull you down. It's going to drag you down at some point. The thing is how you cope with it. Allow yourself to heal. Allow yourself time to overcome the hurt and the pain or the suffering or whatever it is that's happened to you. But then make sure that you remember that life is going to get better as long as you push forward, as long as you continue to improve in being who you are, and that you keep hope and you keep positive in your life by changing the negative thoughts that come into your head into positive ones. A rainy day doesn't mean it's a horrible day, right? Just because it's rainy and gray. What can you do in that rainy day that's powerful and full of improvement for you? It's all about how you look at things, and learning about positivity is, again, one of those things where a lot of people have a lack of knowledge. They don't understand it. So research what it means to be more positive and surround yourself with positive people. It's probably the biggest bit of advice I can give you. So I hope that some of these points will help you overcome. And Buddha's saying, if you want to fly, give up everything that weighs you down, to me simply means do everything you can to improve where you're struggling in your life and to improve the negativity that you might be feeling today.